Hi, my name is Ian Johnson and I am the golf course superintendent here at Lake Valley Golf Club. Each year I am asked numerous questions about some of the maintenance practices we perform on the course. We have decided to do a series of videos that will hopefully help answer these questions. This will be a continuous series of videos that hopefully show you the procedures and practices we use to help maintain the golf course at its best. Each year, the winters here at Lake Valley Golf Club provide us with windows of warm weather that melts away the snow and opens up the golf course to play. Unfortunately, because we are at the foothills of the mountains, we are also in prime territory for high winds when the warmer weather settles in. These high winds cause a variety of problems, and one in particular is the loss of sand in the bunkers due to the blowing conditions. Over the years, we have lost a lot of sand during the winter months, which is not only costly, but requires a lot of labor in the spring to replace. To help reduce the amount of sand we lose during these winter months, we have incorporated two practices. The most obvious is the installation of wind fences in strategic locations around some bunkers. These areas were identified as bunkers most affected by the wind and in a location we could install without complete disruption of playability. We typically install these fences around the end of November or the 1st of December. Although not foolproof, we have seen a dramatic reduction in sand loss from these bunkers. You might also notice some wind fences are installed next to greens where there are no bunkers, like at the top of number 4 and 16th green. These fences are installed to prevent the wind from blowing new snow off of these susceptible greens so that it can slowly melt and provide needed moisture to the green surface during the times when irrigation is not possible. The second practice we have incorporated to our sand reduction program is the packing of bunkers. You may notice this by the dimple effect look in the sand. In the past, following lots of warm weather and many rounds of golf, we have raked out the bunkers with our machines to re-level the playing surface. Unfortunately, what we found is this process actually loosened up the sand and made it more susceptible to blowing out of the bunker when the wind picks up. After multiple attempts to alleviate this problem, we came up with the idea of packing or dimpling the bunkers. Instead of using the rake on our machine to make things smooth, we now smooth out the unlevel areas by hand first, then drive over the sand with the bunker machine tires and pack the sand back down instead of loosening it up. We try to do this process right after we receive precipitation or following an irrigation cycle. When the sand is wet, it is much more effective to pack down the sand and create a little adhesion. These dimples at first glance may appear to be more difficult to play out of. However, the tight spacing of the dimples actually allows the ball to sit up slightly and make it a little bit easier to hit, especially when the sand is slightly frozen. Using these two practices has dramatically reduced our sand loss during the winter. Of course, nothing works perfect when we hit the 80-mile-per-hour wind gust, which seems to occur 3 to 4 times a year, but at least we have found new ideas to help reduce that quantity lost.